And we are live. A happy Wine Wednesday, guys. Hello, everyone watching at home. I am super excited today to be joined by Chuck McMinn. Chuck, welcome to Wine Wednesday. Cheers.
Thank you, Max. Happy to be here. Cheers, everybody.
This is great. Yes, cheers. We're gonna sip. We're gonna get right into it. You know. I gotta tell you guys, I cheated and I had a sip before we started. You know, so this is what I'm currently drinking. This is Vineyard 29, the Estate Cab, and well, when you have the guy that made this live with you, you have to just have the taste of it immediately. And I gotta say, Chuck, this is an exceptional wine. I am kind of in awe of it. It is velvety, just so smooth. I don't know how you did this, but it's a masterpiece. If I've ever tasted a masterpiece, it's this.
Oh, thank you. Thanks so much, Max. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So I see a lot of people are joining us. This is great. And so why don't we just introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about you and what you do, so that everyone can get to know you.
Sure, happy to do it. And I'm wearing two hats today. The first hat is the hat I've worn the longest. That says the owner with my wife and Vineyard 29. We've been making wine in Napa Valley now for 20 years, and before that, this particular estate was making wine in Napa Valley for about 6 years before that. So the vines that in the bottle that you're tasting, Max, were planted in 1989, and it's kind of serendipitous. We didn't know we were going to be in the wine business until a few weeks before we bought the property in 2000. We thought we were looking for a weekend house, but I had known Vineyard 29, the brand, for a long time. And when in the course of looking for our weekend house, it became known that maybe Vineyard 29 was for sale. We said, this is perfect. I mean, all we got to do is not screw it up. That these particular vines were planted with cuttings from Dick and Ann Grace's vineyard. Grace Family Vineyards was the original cult wine of Napa Valley, and the prior owners were great friends with Dick and Ann, as we are. They're wonderful people, and they offered to allow the owners to plant cuttings from their vineyard, which is a field selection Cabernet that they planted in 1973. Mm-hmm. And we made the wine in their winery for the first 6 years, and with their winemaker Heidi Barrett for the first for some of those first 6 years, and we sold it to Dick and Ann's mailing list to get started, or the prior owners did. So it's been a staple. It's right on Highway 29. We're at 2929 Highway 29. So if you know who we are, you know where we are.
I love it. 2929 Highway 29. Yes. Have any of you guys been to Vineyard 29? I'm going to put Vineyard 29's website right in the chat here, so you guys can go check that out while we do this. But I'm sure many of you have been on Highway 29 at least. So that's wow. Yeah. Oh, my mom is here. My mom just said wonderful story. That's great. That's great. Hey, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, we love that. So you got into the wine business after years. Before the wine business, you were doing
Silicon Valley for 25 years. We came to California from the East Coast in 1978, and I went to work for Intel. I was the product manager for the microprocessor that was in the first IBM PC in 1981. So
wow,
all that means today is that I'm really old, because when I was in charge of the the 8086 microprocessors that had 29,000 transistors in it. 29 is a good number. But yesterday, Apple announced in their new iPhone, the processor has 11 billion transistors.
It's a little different, but
yeah.
you
so,
were.
But anyway, we spent 25 years in Silicon Valley, and we said we need to get, it's time to at least find a weekend house someplace, and instead we found a second career, and it's been wonderful. The 20 years we spent in this business has been fantastic.
I love this. It's kind of what that's kind of what I want to do too. It's like I have this career, and now I have this new wine career that has blossomed in the last year, and I just love it. So you're like living my dream here too.
I think we live a lot of people's dreams. Everybody really likes to fantasize about being in the wine business, and I can tell you it's wonderful. It's still a business. You got to pay attention, but you meet great people. They come to you happy, and they leave happier.
Yeah, I mean, we do. We know that feeling when you leave a winery. Do we know the feeling of leaving a winery? Yeah, we know that well. So speaking of wine, okay, I know I tasted this at the top of the show, but I just want to taste this again with you. Okay.
So I'm drinking a different wine from you,
right.
and there's a story behind that. It's going to come up in a few minutes, but I'm drinking the same vintage, the 2017 vintage, but I'm drinking the Vineyard 29 Cabernet Sauvignon Blanc. You can't quite see it because of my background, which is our Cabernet Franc vineyard, but I'm drinking the Cabernet from our Aida vineyard, which is two miles up the road from the Vineyard 29 vineyard. Mm-hmm. And they couldn't be more different. They're 2 miles apart, almost the same microclimate, but the Aida Cabernet ripens 2 weeks before the Vineyard 29. And the Vineyard 29 is in a very unique location, the one that you are drinking, Max. It's at the point in the Napa Valley that's the narrowest. It's just a few properties north of Deer Park Road. So the entire Napa Valley is only a half a mile apart. You can get across it in 30 seconds. If anybody's, for all you that are listening or watching that have been to Napa Valley, you know that when you get to Rutherford or Oakville or Yountville, the crossroads are 2-3 miles across.
Yeah.
The fact that we're at this hourglass in the Napa Valley means that we get this great microclimate where in the morning and the evening, there's a lot of velocity of air movement back and forth.
Wow.
And that really helps to cool the grapes down at night and keep them cool into the day so that we get more sun exposure. The farther north you go, the more sun you get, but that is tempered by this great cooling effect from the winds of the hourglass.
Okay, so wow, that's a really special,
so it's a very unique place.
Yeah, and
the difference between there and Aida, which is 2 miles up the road, is the difference between 2 weeks and ripening.
It's unbelievable, and I know that guys, we've learned so much over the course of these months doing Wine Wednesday about how 2 weeks can make a difference, how just a mile can make a difference, and right. It's incredible. And I think this I just it is just super dark, jammy. And then it's just like an explosion, though, of fruit. I mean,
yeah, that's what's somewhat unique about this Grace clone is that it has a very blue and black fruit profile, which usually kind of identifies with mountain fruit and big harsh tannins, but these are very velvety tannins, and it really has to do with a combination of the clone, this Grace family clone, and the location where it's planted because of this, really cooling effect from the wind.
So that makes it, because this is, I don't know if I've ever had like a smoother cab.
You probably won't, in my opinion, but I'm
okay. But I really don't think I don't, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. No, it's and it is. That's what I said. Just don't screw it up. 20 years ago, that it was the perfect clone planted in the perfect place by a wonderful set of people, Tom Payne and Teresa Norton, and we have grown our production there at the 29 estate by buying the next property to the south. That is now, we call it 29 South, but it was put in place by Claire and Cliff Abbey, and we love the St. Helena appellation in general because it really is close to this hourglass. So Aida was our first purchase. That was 2 miles to the north, and then we just bought 2 more properties. One 2 years ago, that is on Pratt Avenue in St. Helena, which is on the north end of St. Helena, maybe a half a mile away from where the winery is. And then we bought another parcel on Zinfandel Lane last year that is at the south end of the St. Helena appellation.
Zinfandel
Lane. Yes. 5 vineyard properties in the St. Helena appellation.
So cool. It's so neat. I hear these names of these roads, and I know them well. For a place I don't live in, I think Napa Valley is the one place where I know roads better than anywhere else. It's so that's awesome. How actually, there's a question here, and this was going to be the next thing I asked. Rosemary actually asked, will the fires have any effect on the grapes this year? So how are you doing? How is everything up there right now, and how will it affect the grapes of 20?
No, that's a very good question. It's on the question of a lot of our customers' minds. It's not just an intellectual curiosity. People are really concerned about us, and I can say that the good news is that nobody lost their life in these last rounds of fires. There were people who lost their houses, about 600 commercial residential properties and 600 business properties were either partially or totally destroyed. So this year's fires were much worse in terms of the damage that happened in Napa Valley than the fires that you may recall from 2017 that did some damage in Napa Valley, but a lot of damage in Sonoma County. These fires did more damage. And so our hearts go out to a lot of our friends who are looking for houses or whatever. And the effect on the grapes is going to be twofold. First, already even before the fires, this was shaping up to be a lower yielding vintage because of the intense heat. And then with the fires, grapes can get what's known as smoke taint if they're exposed to too much smoke, the wrong kind of smoke, and smoke at the wrong time. And that, right this instant for Vineyard 29, it means that we'll have 30% less crop than a normal year.
Wow.
But that doesn't mean that the 70% that we got is all going to make our quality level. The thing about smoke taint is you don't really know how it's going to affect things until the sugar has fermented away to alcohol. Because before that, the sugar actually binds up the smoke and makes it virtually undetectable. And so for the white wines that have completed fermentation, we know, and rosés, we know a great deal. And the good news for Vineyard 29 is that they were unscathed. Our Sauvignon Blanc and our rosé are fine. But we're just getting through some of the red fermentations. The Aida, as I said, is 2 weeks before Vineyard 29, and the numbers came back on the Aida fermentation, and the tasting that the winemakers have done say that came through okay. But things were ripening later were exposed to the glass fire, the newest fire. The Aida property was only exposed to the fire at the beginning of September, not the fire at the end of September, and so we won't know. But we certainly are not going to bottle anything that doesn't meet our quality level. So if you don't say the same thing about our 2020 when you taste it, then we won't bottle it.
Right. Okay.
And some people that are in certain locations have already know enough to know that none of their grapes are going to make their quality cut. And I don't want to go through and enumerate them, but there's great names that your viewers probably know who said, well, we're just not going to make wine. And we have a little bit, as I said, we have 5 different properties. They're spread out. That helps a little. And off those 5 properties, we make 6 estate wines. we also buy grapes for our Cru family of wines that we make from 20 different vineyards all over Napa Valley. And so vineyard by vineyard, we're going through to see what the effect's going to be. But I can tell you it's at least 30% less wine. And in some cases, from some vintners, it'll be 100% less wine. No wine. So it's very bad.
It's just brutal.
But you can still, there will still be great wines in 2020 if they were not smoke affected.
Right. There still will be great wine. Yes. And you know,
but I'm just afraid, we're just afraid as a community that people will say 2020 fires, forget about it. And it would be very bad if we had a year without revenue.
Yeah, very. That's why it is so important, guys, you know, to buy your Napa Valley wine. Go visit Napa Valley, you know, when it's safe and when you feel comfortable doing so. You know, we just did a fundraiser here. We raised a bunch of money last week for Napa Valley Community Foundation.
Yeah, good for you. Yeah, Terrence Mulligan's Foundation, very, very cool. Yeah, good organization. The best one to give money to that will get directly to the people affected in the county.
That's it. Like, you know, Terrence himself called me to tell me exactly how that money is being used, where it's going, right. and it's just. Yeah. So guys, Napa Valley Community Foundation, and I thank you. So many of you donated, and that's wonderful. So if you still are able to buy some wine from Napa Valley, donate to Napa Valley Community Foundation, and that's a great way to help. Yeah.
And whatever you're buying today, you know, was made 2 or 3 years ago, and you know, is our wonderful wines. And in fact, kind of the good news, bad news. I mean, the bad news is 2020 is going to be down, but the good news is the 2018 and 2019 vintages were both above normal in both quality and quantity. So there's an opportunity to kind of smooth out the peaks and the dips here.
That's great. Okay, 2018 and 19. Yeah, guys, the Napa Valley Party Bus. The Cheesy Poppers. We will one day have this happen. Do not worry. I know that's what they're saying here in the chat. The big thing is for us all to one day meet and have a big gathering in Napa. It would be some party. It would be, yeah. It's gonna happen one day.
Yeah, we'd love you to stop by and visit us.
Oh, we'll be there. When you're making wine this good, we'll be there. This is.
And the cool thing for us is you can do it 2 ways. We have a winery that's open by appointment under county rules at the winery at 2929, but we also have a walk-in tasting room down in Napa called the Cru Tasting Lounge that, while it's focused on our Cru wines, we serve all of our estate wines there as well. And that is at the Oxbow Public Market, and you can come anytime between 11 and 7.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So, guys, there you go. You got some info right there. Maddie, you're going in November. Oh, beautiful. Maddie and Cody are going in November for the first time. Okay, Maddie and Cody, you got it. Okay, so go to Vineyard 29.
Yeah, so Maddie, it's chuck@vineyard29.com. Just send me an email and we'll figure it out.
You got the email. I love it. I love it. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about your other project.
My other hat, right? Yeah.
Your other hat. I notice like to wear a lot of hats. This is, you know, people that wear a lot of hats, we get each other. This is good. So your other hat is the Napa Valley Vine Trail, and I'm gonna paste a little. You know what? I could show the. I know a lot of you probably saw my Instagram today. I put in a little video of this, and if you didn't see it, I'll do a little screen share right now.
Yeah, you screen share. I'll talk over it, and we can do it that way.
Yeah, so you guys can see what I'm talking about by this. Okay, so the Napa Valley Vine Trail, which you are the
chairman and the founder of the Napa Valley Vine Trail. I founded it in 2008, so 12 years ago, and I founded it with the goal of building a dedicated, non-motorized hiking and biking trail on the valley floor 47 miles from the Vallejo Ferry Terminal in the south to Calistoga in the north. And I'm not a big biker. I didn't own a bike when we started this, but whenever my wife and I would go someplace special on vacation, we would always try to rent bikes. And we've done it in Vancouver, we've done it in Lake Lucerne, we've done it in Switzerland, in other places, we've done it on the East Coast in Virginia, we've done it in the Outer Banks and Kiowa Island. And when we came home, I could never understand why there was no way to do that within the Napa Valley, which is just as beautiful, if not more so, than any of those other places, and it has better weather. And so I started asking around if we could, well, you know, can we figure out a way to do this? And the Napa Valley Vintners, the Napa Valley Grape Growers, and the Land Trust of Napa Valley all said, this is a wonderful idea, and we will seed fund you $5,000 each to create a nonprofit to try to make this happen. And so that's what we did 12 years ago. And since that time, we have helped to create 19 miles of the 47 miles of the Vine Trail. That's up and running and exists. And another 15 miles will be built next year. Wow. And we're trying to raise the money that it takes to build the rest. And the good news about raising the money is we don't have to raise 100 cents on the dollar. We have to raise about 25 cents on the dollar because we can use our philanthropic fundraising to be matched 3 times over by state and federal grants that are available when you have local money to match.
Great.
So that's what we've done. We've gotten over $17 million of grants so far. We just applied for another $10 million grant. And, wow. And the idea was, and so far the idea has been for people who live in Napa Valley or people who come to Napa Valley, and would they be interested in supporting the Vine Trail? And $7.5 million worth have said yes, but we've had many of our Vineyard 29 customers say, oh, how can I help? And our customers like wine. And so we created and just announced yesterday a partnership of 10 wineries to make the Napa Valley Vine Trail Vintner collection.
Yes.
And it's 10 bottles of wine, each from 10 different wineries that come in a special Vine Trail branded bottle that when you put the bottles side by side, as Max is about to show you, is going to produce a 10-section map of the Vine Trail.
So let's check that out, shall we? I'm going to pull this up, guys, here so you can actually see what this looks like right now. Okay. And you guys see this on your screen, and here it is. So these are the 10 vineyards, and it creates this beautiful, as you can see, it creates the actual Vine Trail. So when you put it together, it looks like that. I'll do it again. That
blue is the Napa River. The orange is the Vine Trail, and the orange and green are the Vine Trail. And excuse me, the green is Highway 29, and the orange is the Vine Trail.
Green is okay. Yeah, isn't that cool? I mean, this is really. I love this.
It's for those who can't read fast. Those wineries are Alpha Omega.
Here, I'll pause it.
Alpha Mega, Vineyard 29, Spotswood, Whitehall Lane, Tamber Bay, Roca, Newton, Gemstone, Silver Oak, and Crocker and Star.
Right. So those are the 10 wineries that are participating, and they're all obviously along the Napa Vine Trail. There you go. That's what it looks like. It's beautiful. And that'll be a nice collector's piece when it's all together.
They're all unique 3-barrel custom blends from each of those wineries. So these are not their standard offerings in a different bottle. These are all custom blends, Cabernet blends. Most of them are 100% Cabernet that are made special for the Vine Trail. And we made 900 sets of these. That's what 3 barrels produces, 75 cases. And that'll be all that ever gets produced.
That's it. Boom. I love this. I love it. It's just so neat. So there you go, guys. That's a look at that. I'm just checking out the comments here. Oh yes, that's so cool. Lots of Yes, that's so cool, so beautiful. Click them all. What's
And
oh, this
it's
is
the first time that I think that any of our 10, the 10 of us can recall that that 10 wineries have put their wine into a common package that
right. That's
across the wineries.
that is yeah. That I actually have a so we've got this one. I've got this one. I've
Right.
got
This is some of our other partners, right?
yeah. These are some of the other ones. This is Whitehall Lane.
Yep. Leonardini Vineyard is a great vineyard. It's right there. It's right at Whitehall Lane and on Highway 29, and the vine trail will be on their property. It will go across the front edge of their property between the highway. In fact, that's the $10 million grant I said we just applied for. It's to build that section.
Oh wow! So you'll be able to walk like right to Whitehall Lane.
Correct.
That's what you want when you're wine tasting. You want to walk. You want to ride a bike. Here's another one.
Tamber Bay, right? That's up in Calistoga, and that'll be near the terminus of the Vine Trail, which ends on the north end at Silverado Trail and Highway 29.
Cool. And then I got one more right here, and this is Newton.
And Newton actually is a very special case. Newton was one of the wineries that was burned in the fires. And despite that, they still are committing their 3 barrels to the Vintner collection.
Wow.
We originally they were going to release their wine off the 2020 vintage, or the wine being made this year, and we've swapped them with Roca, which graciously said we'll take over the spot so they can move out a year and have a year to recover. But I think it's just spectacular, the level of support that the vintners have given to this program. And it's more than just the vintners. The bottles, the silk screening, the caps, the corks, the storage, the shipping has all been donated by the different suppliers in the wine business.
It's amazing. I mean, there's really so many people that are working together to make this all happen. It's truly a unique project. Guys, I'm going to put the website here. I'm pasting it right here so you guys have access to it right now. So you can go check it all out. There you go. So if you want to participate in this, how does that work?
How does that work? Okay. So you just go to vinetrail.org/wine.
That's the link I just put in there.
Right.
Great.
And you'll get a kind of an overview of the project. You can look at the individual vintners if you want. Each one has recorded a little video about why they're participating in the program. And then when you're ready, you hit the acquire button. And there's only 3 choices to make. Do you want to do it in one single upfront payment for all 10 wines of $4,500? Do you want to do it in 5 annual installments of $1,000 each? And do you want a free custom holding rack to hold the wines in, or would you rather put them in your wine cellar in some other way?
The custom rack is beautiful.
Right.
It's good. Yeah.
It's very cool. Yeah. I don't know if you got a picture of it, but
I don't know if I have the picture of that custom rack.
I could show it if you want me to share.
Yeah, if you got that, that's cool. It's really nice.
You got to enable me, and I'll be happy to show folks.
Enable. How do I do this? Let's see. How do I enable it?
I think you just click on my right click on my name and say allow sharing.
It should just. I clicked on your name, and now we got make host.
I think you could do that. That would work too.
I think that works.
Yep. Okay, here we go.
All right.
There you go. That's those 10 bottles in the custom rack.
It's beautiful. So that there's the custom rack that you get. That's just a gorgeous. Yeah. It's a beautiful display. Only 900.
900, yeah, 900, and this is 900 across 10 wineries mailing lists, plus the Napa Valley Vintners and the Visit Napa Valley list and the Wine Spectator list. They just had an article about us today. So they're going fast. I can say that. I don't, and the way it works is you can pay up front, as I said, $4,500 for all 10 bottles, but the bottles will be released 2 bottles a year starting. We'll start shipping the first 2, which is Alpha, Omega, and Vineyard 29, the A's and the V's, on the end of the month. And then 2 bottles next September, the following. So it will take 5 years to fill the rack. The rack will come out and be shipped to you with the first 2 bottles of wine. But you can pay for all 10 bottles. You get a 10% discount, $4,500 instead of $5,000, or you can just say $500 a piece, 2 bottles a year, $1,000 per year for 5 years. I should also say that of the $1,000, $800 is a donation to the Vine Trail and can be written off on your taxes, and only $200 is the fair market value of the wine and can't be written off. So
it's a big tax write-off. Okay.
Yes, and I will tell you, you're getting a really good value. I said that I was drinking something different than Max, and what I'm drinking is the Aida, and we never blend together Aida and Vineyard 29. They always are their own standalone Cabernets. Wow. But we actually, for the Vine Trail collection, for these 3 barrels, we made a custom blend across Vineyard 29 and Aida that is certainly worth $100 a bottle.
I love it. That's fantastic. That's great. Look at that. That's beautiful. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah. I'll give you back the screen. How's that?
Right, let's see that. I love it. It's gorgeous. Isn't it gorgeous, guys? I mean, that is absolutely stunning. There we go. We're back there. Beautiful. Just a gorgeous piece. It really is.
And that's a lot of fun. And I should say too that I said 19 miles is up and running. The biggest piece, if you want to come back to Napa Valley, first of all, the weather is beautiful right now. You can ride your bike or walk or push your baby carriage or do your rollerblades from Yountville to Napa, from the north end of Yountville to the south end of Napa, 12.5 miles already.
That's amazing.
And this year, our usage is up 30%. It was 350,000 uses last year. It'll be well over 500,000 uses this year because of the virus. People just are using it as a way to get out, be socially distanced, be responsible, but still see the beautiful Napa Valley.
Yeah, it's such a, I mean, this is a no-brainer. This is a wonderful way to see Napa Valley, especially now. Yeah, it is. Shauna, fall is so nice right now up there, Shauna. Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, it is. And it'll be nice. Yeah. This is the nicest time of year. It'll be nice all the way through October. This year, there will not be a lot of crowds. Usually there's a lot of crowds, but because of the virus, things are not as busy as they usually are in the month of.
Ryan and Rosemary are going to Napa tomorrow. I love it.
Great. Super.
That's great.
The hotels are open. The restaurants are open. We were down in Napa Valley when the fire was here because of the smoke quality up valley, and we had great meal at La Toque. If anybody has never been to La Toque, it's one of the best culinary experiences you could ever have, and and some great Italian food, some great Asian food, so whatever your palate's after, and the socially distanced restaurants outside, 25% capacity, all of that stuff is in place, so it's pretty darn safe.
I miss Napa so much. I gotta get up. Rosemary, and you're gonna send me a wish you were here picture? Yes, please do tomorrow.
I'll tell you one other fun thing that's on the Vine Trail. That's my third hat, which is another nonprofit I started. It's called RAD Napa, RAD for the Rail Art District. Mm-hmm. There's a 2-mile section of that Vine Trail, that 12.5 miles that goes from Napa to Yountville, that goes along the railroad tracks through the city of Napa, which is typically what you'd see. It's the backside of warehouses and But we have put in 22 art murals and wrapped another 25 signal boxes, and so it's an outdoor linear 2-mile art district that we hope eventually we'll have 100 installations. Now we have about 25.
I love Napa. This is so cool. So, wait, do you have a website for that also?
Yes, radnapa.org. radnapa.org.
Okay, so there's another thing for you to check out. We're
And
gonna
that you can walk. It's 2 miles. You can walk the whole thing, a round trip in an hour.
we're gonna have a bunch of people walking this weekend. I think this is great.
The south end starts at Oxbow Market and in the Oxbow Commons, and the north end is where Trancas meets Solano Avenue.
Wow. Okay, next time I go, guys, I will for sure make a video of me on the trail, and I will take a video of all of this for you. Do not worry. Yeah, Anna B, art plus wine equals magic. That is so true. Oh, Didi had a question here. Is the trail dog friendly?
Yes, dogs on leashes, absolutely. Yep.
Perfect. Maddie said, did I hear rollerblading? Yes.
Rollerblading, baby carriages, whatever you want. But dogs inside of baby carriages, anything that doesn't have a motor. But your bicycle can have a motor. I mean, according to California law, if you have an e-bike, you can use it on these kind of trails. So if you have one, great, bring it. If you don't have one, you can rent one, but be warned, if you rent one, you will buy one because they are the greatest invention of all time.
Yeah. Okay, we have another, I saw a bunch of people ask this question. Are there hotels along the trail?
Yes, there are. So Yountville, there's many hotels. And the trail in Yountville is between Highway 29 and the city of Yountville. So within a 1/10 of a mile of half a dozen hotels. And then as you go south to Napa, there's not much between Yountville and Napa, but when you get to Napa, right at Solano and Trancas, where the end of the Rail Art District is the Marriott Hotel, very big hotel, and Embassy Suites. And then as you go basically from there, you go diagonally across Napa and you're within a 1/4 mile of another 15 hotels of all price ranges.
So you could do Napa and walk. I mean, you could.
Yes.
And the idea is that eventually you'll be able to do the 47 miles.
Or rent a bike too. I mean, there are all kind of bike rental companies that have popped up along the Vine Trail. There's Velo Napa Valley down in Napa. There's Napa Valley Bike Tours in both Yountville and Napa. There's bike sharing stations where you can rent a bike for an hour or 5 hours.
I love it. I love this. This is awesome. Do you guys have any more questions for Chuck while we got him on here? This is so neat. It really is so neat to have you here and talk about this because I'm
happy to do it. It's been a lot of fun. I volunteered and done this for 12 years, but I get so much more back from people who love using the trail and are excited about it. And, I love seeing the dads teaching their kids how to ride a bike on the Vine Trail because it's perfectly safe. So,
see,
and the moms teaching their kids. They don't want to be.
Yeah, of course. Great. Everyone's, yeah.
But in fact, the civil engineer who has been working with us for the last 10 years taught his son how to ride the bike on the Vine Trail. So it's really good, and it's going to be a wonderful asset. The good news about raising money to do this is we only have to do this once, and it'll be around for 100 years.
When will this be completed?
Mm-hmm. So 19 miles are complete now. 15 miles will be built in 2 projects next year. One from Vallejo to American Canyon, and one from St. Helena to Calistoga. And we've asked for the money to complete the last major section, which is from Yountville to St. Helena. That we'll know if we get that grant, a $10 million grant in the first quarter of next year. If we get it, we will match it with $2 million of philanthropic money, hopefully from the Vintner collection. And that will be completed before 2026. So I would say 90% of the trail could be done by 2026 if we get this one competitive grant. But it's the same source we've applied for in the past, and we've gotten 3 competitive grants out of that same program in the past. So we're hopeful.
Amazing. Okay, so this could be done in just a few years. That's
could be
awesome.
done. It could be done, in another 5 years, 6 years.
Awesome. Ryan, so do we book a tasting for tomorrow? Yeah, Ryan, you got the info.
Got it. Just email me, Chuck at vineyard29.com. We'll try to figure it out. I'm not between the winery or the crew tasting lounge in Napa, we should be able to fit you in.
There you go, Ryan. And I know there was another email address that was put in the chat that you could book through. I think someone from Vineyard 29 is actually here.
Oh, good. Perfect. If Lauren or DeMarcus. Yes, DeMarcus is the guy who's running the crew tasting lounge. So
there you go.
So absolutely right. Go straight to DeMarcus because all I am is in the middle between them and DeMarcus. So go straight to DeMarcus.
There you go. Go straight to DeMarcus and you could have some of this, Ryan. Trust me, you're gonna want some of this. Like, oh my goodness. Let's see. Joyce, it reminds you of El Camino Trail in Europe. Where in Europe is that, Joyce?
That's through almost all of Europe.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Joyce, has Joyce done the Camino Trail?
Joyce, have you done the trail? The Camino Trail? So you did, yeah. So Joyce, I guess Joyce did the Camino. Yeah.
The Camino Trail is a very famous trail from ancient times that parallels a Christian religious route that I think goes as far north as the Netherlands, and it goes down through France, but most of it is in Spain. But Joyce would probably know better. I have not been on it, but that is a great example of a trail that is multi-jurisdictional, goes through many towns, many cities, many countries.
Wow. Okay, there you go. So, okay, Joyce hasn't done it, but okay, okay. Maddie said, are the 19 miles open currently? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely open. Open from dawn to dusk, and we have a map on our website, vinetrail.org. Just not the wine purchasing site, but vinetrail.org has a map of the route from Yountville to north end of Yountville to Kennedy Park in Napa. If you know your Napa geography, that's at the south end, right along the Napa River.
Yeah, so you can actually see the map. I'm going to just link you to it right now so you guys can see what is actually done right now. And it's, here, this direct link I'm pasting in right now is the one you want to click. There it is, and that's what is done right now. Correct. So, yeah, and you can see that there's a bunch done. I mean, you can get a lot in
12 and a half miles one way. That's 25 miles round trip. That's on an e-bike, that's 2 hours, but on a normal bike, it's probably 4 hours. And the good news is no matter where you start, the other end has got great food and great wine. So you can start in Yountville and end in Napa, or you're halfway in Napa and then go back, or you can do it the other way around.
I want to see you, Maddie and Cody, biking that trail in a couple weeks. Okay, we got to see that. I expect that to happen, and maybe Ryan is going to be on it tomorrow. So I love this. This is great. This is great. Oh, Gabe, your uncle owns Tom Scott Vineyards, a little out of the way from the trail in Yountville. Cool.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go.
There's within a half a mile of the Vine Trail, when completed, there'll be over 80 wineries.
Wow. Wow.
That's another little fun fact. On that vinetrail.org/wine website, there's another tab called The Trail. If you click on that, there's a little infographic that shows you how many restaurants, how many hotels, how many wineries, how many schools, on and on and on, that are within a half a mile of the Vine Trail.
It's really, yeah. I mean, here's that link, guys, and you could see that there's so much. I love the accessibility. That's what we need. We need more of this.
Right.
Everywhere in the world,
car free, takes cars off the road, so it's ecologically carbon negative and safe, and healthy.
Yeah, that's the best part of it. You guys, okay, there it is. I mean, this is awesome. Anything else, Chuck, you want to pass along to these people? This has been so much fun. Had such a good chat tonight. This is great.
Oh, good, thanks.
Yeah.
Now, I would just say, so for the Vineyard 29 standpoint, we've tasted 2 of our wines. We have another 10 that you can taste in our Aida and Vineyard 29 family and in our Crew family. And for all of you coming, DeMarcus is the man. He can set you up. You can taste whatever you want at the Crew Tasting Lounge. You can make an appointment to come to the winery. A little more difficult in the virus times than normal, but the Crew Tasting Lounge is walk in really Wednesday through Sunday. We're not generally open on Mondays and Tuesdays, but if you absolutely have to be there on a Monday or Tuesday, I'll come in and open the door for you. So
look at that. You get the in right here, guys. So it's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Awesome.
I guess before I go, I gotta thank you, Max, for hosting us. I gotta thank you for being willing to try our wines and talk about the Vintner collection. And I gotta thank the 9 other wineries that have been involved. You'll see, I've named them already, but we've got Porta Cork, who did the corks. We've got Bergen Glass, who did the silk screening. We got Saber Glass, who donated the glass. We've got Landmark Graphics that donated the B caps and the medallion label. We've got Western Wine Services that's storing all the wine for free. We got wine shipping that's packaging and shipping all the wine for free. We've got the Erica Yahome who did the label design and the graphics all for free. It's just on and on. And the other thing I just got to say is, on top of the leverage of the 3-to-1, your donation leveraged 3 times with grants, the Roger Trinchero Family Foundation and several other donors who, if you don't know the Trinchero name, they're Sutter Home. They're one of the biggest philanthropic families in the entire valley, have agreed to match the first 150 people who buy the Vintner collection. And so you're going to get 6 times leverage on your money. They're going to donate $1,000 for the first 150 people who buy the Vintner collection. And wow. I can tell you we're almost there. So if you, and we've only been doing it for 2 days. So
that's amazing.
If you want to get in on the 6-6 match, now's the time to do it.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's a wonderful one. People really want this to happen, whether they live in Napa Valley or they visit Napa Valley. They just know this. They can see themselves using this when they're in Napa Valley.
Oh, I am going to be on this trail plenty in my life. Yeah. I mean, this is so great, and I just love how many people are donating their time and their talents to make this all happen. So thank you. And yeah, I know the Erica who designed the graphic. So Erica's awesome, and she is actually a huge Disney fan, guys. So I know that'll connect with a lot of you guys. So
yeah, I knew that too.
Yeah. Erica designed the whole graphic, and it's like it's so impressive. Yeah. So another great person lending her talents to this. So this was awesome. Thank you so much, Chuck.
Happy to do it, Max.
And everyone here in the comments, just lots of thank yous. They're just coming in here from everybody. So that's awesome. This was great.
Well, thank you all. I'll take off here now, but I'm sure you might want to talk to folks about a few other things before you get off. But enjoy your wine, everybody, and I hope to see you in Napa.
Thanks, Chuck. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for this. Unbelievable. Honestly, guys. Can I just tell you something? You could see the kind of man that he is, and the wine that he makes is just as good as the person that he is. Let me just tell you that. Let me tell you that. He's that's a wonderful person right there. So cool, huh? And I have to say, on a personal note, getting to talk to him and over the last, we've been planning this, for a while. So getting to talk to him over the last, couple months has been awesome. So awesome. When you get to know someone that's got that level of passion and knowledge about something and wants to do good, that's the kind of person I want to be around, right? Yeah. And the wine, I haven't opened these other ones yet, but I will. We're going to open all of these. And of course, our heart goes out to Newton. We'll open them. We'll get to these. But I had to, of course, have the Vineyard 29 while I had Chuck on. And this is my goodness. This wine. Yes, it's still a little light out, guys. So how about that? I can take you outside on the balcony, okay? Let me pour myself another glass of this masterpiece, and I will hang for a few more minutes. Okay? Does that sound good? We'll hang for a few more minutes, but I gotta have some more of this wine. I gotta have some more of this wine because it's, I don't know if there's words to describe how good this one is, but oh my goodness. Sorry, I had to get up and get the Corbin because I didn't know if I wanted to save a little of this too. Alrighty. Okay. Got that. Great. Hi guys. How's it going? You good? I'm not gonna taste them all tonight, Rose. I don't want to taste them all tonight, Rosemary. I don't want to do it. I gotta stick with this guy. I'm gonna stick with this one because it's just I don't want to. I don't know. I'm just good with this one right now. All right, let me take you outside a little bit. We'll hang for a few more minutes. All right. Yep. Balcony time. Wait a minute. We haven't done balcony time in a long time, I feel like, right? We've done balcony time in a while. Have we? I know. Oh my God, this wine. This wine is crazy. Oh yeah, remember this? No more crazy sunlight when you step outside, No. So strange, huh? It's so warm out. Oh my gosh. It's so warm. Jeez. It feels like summer here in LA. It really feels like summer. It's very strange. Yeah. Hi guys. Yeah. Let me. Let's try some of this wine while I have you guys right here on the balcony. I don't know how they. I mean, he talked about how this wine is so smooth and velvety, and I don't know. Wow. Let's just say that this is a very special bottle. Very special. Very, very special. What tasting notes am I getting, Rosemary? This has got like, so it's super dark jam. That's what I'm getting. It's you know, sometimes with a cab you're not getting as there's it's just an explosion. Like I said, it's like this explosion of fruit, but really dark fruit. And I don't know how it is so velvety. It is like, this is insane. You get blackberries, and then you're getting this like, I don't know. It just feels like I'm floating on a cloud of just love, and then it goes on forever because the finish is so long on this. Whew, boy. Yeah, what Leilani said there. I got a birthday coming up next summer. Send me this wine. This Chuck knows how to make wine. Wow. Wow. I love his whole career story too. Chuck was making Intel processors and whatever for his whole career, and then he was like, I'm gonna go let me check out Napa for our summer home or whatnot. No, I'm gonna let's buy a winery. It's the best. Oh gosh. What's up, RJ? Man. Do not interrupt this moment. It's Heavenly Imagining's birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Amanda! Cheers! It's awesome. Thanks for all your work here, Amanda. Ryan and Rosemary, you guys set up a tasting tomorrow. I love this. How cool is this? Hey, Ryan, Rosemary, you make sure you send me a message tomorrow after you do this tasting. I love this. This is so cool. Right, Anna? He's a big deal, but he's just so chill, right? But of course, it's a big deal. I love this. I love that we had a little show today, and now Ryan and Rosemary are going tomorrow. How fantastic is that? Loving that happens. This, and let me tell you, this wine community is beautiful. And especially with what we've seen over the last few weeks, especially with the fires, you see this community coming together to help each other out. And that's what it's all about. And for me especially, that's what it's about going forward too. Because if we're not helping each other out, what's the point anymore? You know what I mean? And I obviously we keep it fun a lot here, but I love how we as a cheesy pop community have also been such a giving community, and that's what it's about. Because there's been so much that's happened this year that has changed so much, and I love that we've built this support system, and using this support system, we've been able to actually help other people that need it too. And that's what it's all about here, and that's what it's going to be about. This was such a big year for that for me, personally. And this is, I'm so happy that we are able to give back the way we've been give it back. So thanks, guys. You are all part of this. That's right, Tom. We're all in this together. I'm so glad you chose Napa Sonoma as part of your road trip, Maddie. Yeah. Shauna got a Wine Wednesday mug. I love it. See, I want to get those Wine Wednesday. I got to get that logo branded on the glass. I think that would be a lot of fun. I have to look into that, though. It's a little tricky. Thanks, Miniature Missy. I found all the sweet ones in the wine world. It's true. We get all the good people here. You know it. That's it. That's right, Janelle. That's right, Jenna. People need people. Joyce is right. You know it. Yeah, we built something real special. We really, really have. Look at this. Oh, the Fauskis, you can cabinet. Look at you guys. Go to Vineyard 29. You know, you get the hookup now. You'd buy it if you put it on a glass. Courtney, you're wearing the shirt now. Oh my gosh, Courtney, you're wearing the shirt now? I gotta see that. We also, yeah, Maddie is pointing out Miniature Missy here. Did you guys see Miniature Missy? Did you guys see our favorite Miniature Missy rocking it? If you didn't, I'm going to show you right now. Check out our Miniature Missy rocking the Wine Wednesday shirt. Here she is. I mean, guys, look at Michelle. Look at this. I mean, how good is this? That's amazing. That's amazing. Let me just say, I did not look this good in my Wine Wednesday shirt. So we have an official model. She's right here. Thanks for doing that, Michelle. That's, yeah. Right? Wait, we should do something like this. I'm gonna take it. We go like this. We go good picture here. Mm-hmm. How's that? That's good. Right? Yeah. I put the shirts on sale. I did a whole little sale. We put the whole store on sale. After I saw that picture, I was just like, all right, whole store's on sale now. So good. Oh gosh. So Slay, right? RJ, right? Yeah. So thank you, Michelle. That was amazing. While I got you guys here, let's let's talk about what's coming up. Because I pretty much have the rest of October planned out for Wine Wednesday, and it's all all about. Again, we are just giving back. We are giving back. Giving back. We're good. What? Your license was suspended? What are you talking about? Okay, we got it. Yeah. Well, let me tell you what's going on while we figure this all out. 2020, indeed. Oh gosh. So next week we are doing a we're doing another thing with Napa Valley. So I've been working on this with Napa Valley. We're doing another thing with them next week, and Vanessa will be back to taste some wine with me next week, and we're highlighting some specific wineries. Yeah, it's we need to help Napa Valley, and if I can highlight some specific ones for you guys with Vanessa, Master of Wine Vanessa, that's what we're gonna do. So we've got I'm doing another thing with Napa. It's pretty neat, I gotta say. This one is gonna be with the Napa Valley Vintners. Like the Napa Valley Vintners have like an association, and so I'm working with them for next week, and so we're putting some stuff together. A vintner is a winemaker, so I'm working with all of the Napa Valley winemakers basically to highlight Napa Valley next week. It is crazy how this has grown. Seriously. Thanks, Janelle, by the way. Michelle's modeling. So yeah, so Vanessa will be back. We're getting the wines. Vanessa and I talked the other day about the Napa Valley. Can I just tell you something, guys? The Napa Valley Vintners Association. So they sent me and Vanessa the list of wineries that they want to kind of showcase, because the whole idea is to get all of us to give back to Napa, spend money on their wine. They really need it. So they sent the list, and Vanessa was like, "Do you mind if I just pick them?" I'm like, "I don't know. Yes, of course. I trust your judgment. You are a master of wine. You pick it." Like, oh man. So we'll be showcasing a bunch of wineries next week, and then we're doing another thing, which might happen in 2 weeks, that I just had a conversation yesterday about. So we're making some stuff happen about another wine thing that gives back. So we are giving back. That's it. And then Oh, Maddie, I see you're going to Vineyard 29. I love this. This is so cool. We got Vineyard 29 people go. Man, this is great. You're going to be so happy. You might taste it and die. Though, because it's that good. Like, that should be our motto, Didi. Cheesy Peppers give back. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. We got a chopper. So that's what we're doing the rest of this month, and then we are gonna be doing. I don't know if you guys saw in the Patreon Discord. Someone posted about an Advent wine calendar, and I was like, "Don't buy that one because I think I have another one that we're gonna do." So that is something that we can all participate in December. That I'll have more info about that as soon as I've figured that out. Cool. Bubbles in November, Rosemary. Yeah, we could figure something out with that. Vanessa and I are working on some stuff too, so we're trying to do some stuff for like December, and yeah, we're trying to figure some stuff out. There's you guys. If you could only see what my days look like sometimes between balancing like voiceover stuff and Zooms and phone calls and planning these things out, like today has been in the works since August. So I kind of operate on a timeline now where it's like, okay, what's happening in a few months, and so that's why I need an assistant, right? but we're making it work. It's good. We've it's true, Didi. I'm not bored right now, which is great. There was a time when the pandemic like first started where I was like, there was nothing happening, and now we've started doing things. Yes, and auditions. Zara, I had an audition. I had another audition today from home. I have a callback tomorrow from home. I had an audition out of the house the other day. So things are like, well, things are great right now, but it's just a lot. I'm putting out a video tomorrow, guys, from the audition I had a few days ago. I filmed a little stuff for that, so I can give you guys an actual YouTube video in the meantime. So, there's just so much. It's good. So yeah. Tom, I am gonna need a trip to Big Bear soon. You know it. Gosh, or something. I don't know what. What somewhere. Napa probably. Why don't I go to Napa? Oh, you're in shock. I'll shave my beard, Anna. Yeah, those are all the patrons that saw the little story I posted on Patreon today. Yeah. Well, it's when you go in for auditions a lot, that's one of the things they ask you, are you willing to shave? And I always say yes, of course. Yeah. I do want to go to Napa, and I will go. I will get there eventually. Yeah, it's like 6-7 hours. It's not the worst. Oh my gosh, I love this wine. Do you know what I'm making for dinner? Do I look younger without the beard, Amanda? Yeah. Do we know, or will you just see all the wrinkles if I shave one day? I don't know. Yeah, Courtney, Trev Napa, there's this great 19-mile trail to bike down and relax and drink wine. You don't say. Oh gosh, it's so good. Oh no. So what am I eating for dinner tonight? What am I eating for dinner? What is my mom? He does look younger without the beard. Well, my mom's seeing me probably more than anyone without the beard. Yeah. You know I'm cooking some filet mignon tonight because so that's what I'm gonna do in just a moment. Wrinkles, even if it was a carbon more of yeah. No. There's still a show going on here. I don't think that I'm gonna shave, Mom, unless I get a part in something that requires it. So, This is so good. I am so happy. So happy for Ryan and Rosemary and for Maddie and Cody that they are going to go to Vineyard 29 and have this. I'm so excited for you guys. Like really, so excited. That's really neat. You go walk on the trail too. It's gonna be great. So it's brilliant. A set amount of money if you want to shave off the beard. I just saw that up there, Amanda. Yeah. All right. We'll see. We'll see. Jenna, I should do a wine bachelorette video. What would that entail? Me drinking wine and watching the bachelorette? We could do that. Jonelle there with the comedy. That's good. Oh my gosh. You guys are funny. Let me tell you. You guys are really funny. I just was seeing all your chats here. This is silliness. It's great. Oh gosh. I would love to do some bachelorette commentary while I drink wine. It's just that the bachelorette's on Tuesdays this year, which is so annoying. Usually on Mondays, but oh no 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 no. That was not cool. We are not having bugs in the wine glass. No, no, not this wine. Bug, you do bug, you do not deserve this wine. Sorry. The only creatures that deserve this wine are me and the people that are watching right now, honestly. Okay? So, no. Hey, you know what? Doing the show at 5 o'clock actually allows us to come out here in daylight. Huh. Interesting. I just thought about that because if we do the show at 6 o'clock, we would not be out here in the daylight anymore. Hmm. Interesting. Maybe we have to do it at 5 more now. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Anna. I just saw Anna sent me a Venmo, and thank you for always making my Wednesday. So, thanks. You guys make my Wednesdays too. I mean, really, and I mean that too. So, thank you. It's really sweet. Really. Do it for the East Coast tired teachers, says Jess. It's true. I know, like Jess, you go to bed so early. It's like dinner and you're going to bed. So maybe we can shift to 5 here. You know, it's interesting. It might work. It honestly might work, you know. I could put a little poll up. It'll be good. And it works for me too because like I'm hungry now too. I gotta go make dinner. So here's the deal, guys. I'm gonna go make dinner. And yeah, how about that? So yeah, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much. The after party can continue on the Patreon Discord, so go check it out over there. I'm hungry, and I have filet mignon to make, so this is very exciting. How exciting is that? I got it at Trader Joe's, so it's nothing like crazy fancy, but it's still filet. You know, I was like, if I'm having wine that's this good, I have to pair that with something. You know, I got to eat right. So yeah. Thank you guys again. Thanks to Chuck. We got to talk to a old Napa Valley legend right there. Yes, thanks, Amanda. If you want to check out the store, everything's on sale, 35% off, and go check out Vineyard 29. Yeah, Vineyard 29. And the Napa Valley Vine Trail. these are two things that Chuck has created basically here to, and you can see the man, the person. I love it. We're giving back. That's how we do it here. There's the links. I love it. Ryan, Rosemary, go enjoy Vineyard 29 tomorrow. Maddie, Cody, you guys too in a few weeks. Yeah, this is great. Stay tuned. I'll have a lot more information for you guys about what we're doing next week with Vanessa. Vanessa's coming back to celebrate more of Napa Valley for all of you. So thanks, guys. You are the best. You know what? You know what? I'm going to pay you a big compliment. You ready for this? You guys, no, don't start with me, dog, because I have a compliment to pay. You guys are as good as this wine. And when you go to Vineyard 29 and you taste this, you'll know how big of a compliment that is. So, yeah. All right, I'm out. Cheers, guys. Happy Wine Wednesday.